right, welcome back to the Red Crew. It's your boy Chesco. I'm here with Ray. I'm here with Luis. And we're here to give you another riveting episode of the Red Crew. All right. What you guys do this week?
Well, I didn't do anything this week other than just work. But last week, I went gambling for the first time.
All right. How much did you blow?
$200.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I was going to say $20. Shit, you know I was going to say $20.
Well, you were off.
Yeah. 10 times that, sir. 10 times that.
You lost $2,000?
Why did you spend so much again?
200.
Oh, 200.
You spent a lot. Because you are expected about 20. I'm with Ray. There is like penny slots.
Because I lost $200, everybody who I was with, everybody was like, oh, how did you like gambling? How did you like gambling? I'm like, I looked at it like an excursion. You go on a cruise, you go on to a resort, you pay for an excursion, right? You pay for the time, you pay for the experience. I paid for the experience. If I got money back, it's
a bonus.
Exactly. If I made money, that's even better. But right now, this is the first time I've ever done it.
You're extremely cheap.
Was that?
You're extremely cheap.
I've been told that, but
yeah, because it's right. Like who's deferred to that?
Who's deferred to that? Me.
Wait, you're saying you're not cheap?
No, I don't think I'm cheap. I think I'm selective with my money, but I don't think I'm cheap.
Okay, define it. Define selective.
I choose what I spend my money on, and when I spend my money on, I spend it carelessly.
Luis, you make well over the average salary, right?
Okay.
To maintain a household.
Okay.
Right?
You're not wrong.
And you are extremely selective. If we would, again, you've agreed to it. You said, "Hey, I want to get Air Forces," right?
Yes.
How much do Air Forces go for?
$90.
You know why I haven't bought them?
Why not?
Because we said we were going to do a video about them. I can get them right now. I was going to get them that weekend, but you guys said, "Oh, we're going to do a video about it," so that's why I haven't gotten them.
Right.
That's why I haven't gotten there's like 2 or 3 different shoes, some dunks that I like that I haven't gotten because we said we are going to do it together.
We could probably do it in Utah.
Nah, let's do it.
Yeah, we could probably do it in Utah. All right. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like you could have better shoes, you could have better clothes.
I'm not denying some of those things.
We just don't want you to wear
Vans.
You know, no, not Vans.
Oh yeah, no Vans.
Vans are fine.
Vans is right. No, it's not. No, it's not.
We just don't want you to wear, like comic book shirts.
No, but I like my comic. See, and that's the thing about me. I'm gonna be me no matter where I am, no matter with who I am. I'm gonna wear these shirts because I like them.
Do you think you have a little more bravado around your girl?
What is bravado?
Like, you want to be like, and I don't think this is bad. I think this is actually a good thing. I just want to know if you have it. Like, I spend a little bit more around my girl. I'm a little different.
Absolutely.
Not fake.
No.
But
I agree with that.
But I'm like, I'll splurge here. I'll splurge there.
I told you I spent $1,000 in one day when I went to Miami with my girl. When I'm with her, I'm like, the word no doesn't exist for me. I don't understand why, but the word no doesn't exist. Mostly if she wants something, yeah, I get it. We went to...
You say you don't know why?
I don't know why.
It's called a pussy.
No, I'm sure that has something to do with it. But I'm sure it also has something to do with the fact that I want to make her happy, not just her pussy.
Yeah, so she makes you happy with the,
So...
You ain't wrong.
I was in Mexico, and I don't think I said no to her once. I mean, she wasn't asking for crazy things. But I think it's mostly whenever I'm on vacation with her, I don't care.
So when he's in Utah with us, it's going to be cheap as fuck.
Yes. Did you expect anything different?
But it's going to be cheap as fuck because we're going with you.
Yeah, I'm cheap as fuck. But I don't make as much as you do.
That's true. You probably make
But I'm okay with spending money. Look, even...
Again, I still feel like that's relative. No.
But again, I'm selective with my money. Even E.T. that has known me longer than all of us has agreed that I've been more.
I didn't know you back then, but the stories I'm hearing were a little scary.
Define scary.
Yeah, like a little scary. Like that you were whipped. Yeah, I think you have admitted to that. Now
I wouldn't have whipped.
I wouldn't say you're whipped now. Like I've had these conversations with at least off camera. I've been like, be very careful, Cause I feel like he rushes. He's rushing, not in a bad way. Rushes has a negative connotation.
I'm comfortable in a relationship.
Yeah, too early. And I
can see
feel
that.
like relationship, any relationship, not just his, not just yours, not just mine, any relationship, you have to be on your P's and Q's, I believe, for a while.
Very long while.
Yeah, I just believe like you have to you know just yeah. So I've had these conversations with Luis. I'm just be careful because I don't feel like that's in his vocabulary when it comes to women. So,
Being careful.
yeah. So I'm like,
Okay.
just be a little careful. That's it. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm not talking down on his girl. I've never met her. I don't know her. I don't know their dichotomy. I'm just saying, I don't know if he's different. Like, because I feel like he uses the word selective. I use the word cheap. But with the amount of money he makes, like the amount of money that Luis makes, especially after being married. Because if I get a divorce, I'm going crazy.
But see,
I'm going crazy.
we've also established that you are not very financially savvy with your funds.
No, yes, I am.
No, you're not. No, you're definitely not.
How am I not?
Because you spend carelessly.
I do not spend carelessly.
No, you do.
Like, what is spending carelessly? I generate 3 times what I spend.
Okay.
So I don't think that's spending carelessly.
So if I'm understanding correctly, what you're saying is that because you make so much money, you can spend more.
Not that I make so much. I just make more than what I spend. I'm just saying that's how everybody should live.
But you prioritize different things. How long did you tell me you were homeless for?
I was okay.
Because you didn't want to pay rent.
No, that was not it. I wish that was it. That wasn't it. I was still paying rent. What happened was that I lived in the Galleria, a very expensive place to live. And they sent me a letter. They're like, if you don't renew your lease by this date, we are open to like lease your apartment.
Okay.
Nah, they're fucking around.
Yes, because when you get a letter,
Financially savvy.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with money.
It has everything to do with money.
no, it doesn't. It's got everything to do with being stupid.
With that too.
That had nothing to do with money. And I still kept paying my rent.
It's like the company saying, "Hey, man, we're gonna evict you." They're not gonna evict me, bro. Like,
So-
no, this is a notice.
They're like,
No, but it has to do with being financially savvy. Financially savvy doesn't just have to do with money. It has to do with investing. It has to do with credit. It has to do.
I
with,
invest my money better than anybody around here. And it's not even close. You think it's close
close to what?
to who invests their money the best? Instead of just letting it sit there?
No, you do different things to invest. Investment doesn't just mean investing into different companies, investing into different ventures. That's not all it means. It could also mean investing into funds, investing into stocks, investing the more traditional way of investing.
That's what I mean. I own stocks. That's what I'm saying. Like I bought stocks. I've bought businesses in different countries. I actually sent you an email. I did that picture. Just so you know, you are involved in a new venture I'm trying to do.
What? Okay.
Why am I always excluded from these ventures?
I'm just saying. No. I've had this conversation with Luis. Luis lacks one thing: risk.
I do.
And
I take risks all the time.
I'm very risk adverse.
No. But like risk with.
I eat fucking gas station burritos all the time.
No, that's not the type of risk he's talking about.
Good start. Good start. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I invest my money way better than anybody in this podcast. Way better. Like, I think one of the keys to success in life is passive income, and I have plenty of that.
You do take more risk, and
Yes.
I've always told you that I commend you for that.
And I don't take stupid risk either. Like, everything I do is something that I'm studying, working, making sure. And then if I do weigh the risk to reward.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go and put incredible amount of money on anything.
So what is the thing that you put my face on?
Oh, I'm really trying to open like a churrasqueria, like
Okay.
a steakhouse / nightclub in Colombia. Over there I could do it with like $100,000, right?
Okay.
Over here I can't do it with $100,000. So I feel like it's better to do it over there. So, but I have to put proposals together, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey, you need a team. I'm like, well, the team right now is only me.
So now I got this kid over here.
So I'm like, but I have somebody who knows finances, right? So I'm like, okay. And so I had that.
I know finances.
Yeah. You're under two. All right. You're like a sub. so yeah, that's why I needed
Third
to-
string.
Don't
third string.
underestimate me,
it
motherfucker.
helped
Hey,
me.
you're on the team.
It helped that you sent me a link because I needed that as well.
Okay.
So I put it on
For
there.
LinkedIn.
So I'm it's actually serious. I'll talk to you more about it.
Okay.
But like I said, $100,000 and I think we're off our feet. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like I'm financially savvy because I just realized don't spend more than what you don't spend.
I
more
love
than
how
you
we
generate.
really get off topic all the fucking time.
No, I asked him if it was cheap, and he says that.
Yeah,
No, you asked him what you did this week.
That's wrong.
No, but this is better. This is better. Yeah, I think Luis has to take risk, or else he's gonna be stuck working in that
I'm getting
company
there.
forever.
I'm getting there.
No, you're not.
I
You're not.
spent $200.
That's not taking
on a-
risk.
That is taking risk. I could have just not doing anything.
First of all, this is the problem. What you can't do in business is what you did in fucking Lake Charles or wherever it was. Like, waste $200 on penny slots instead of wasting $200 on a dollar slot.
Either way, you're wasting it.
No. Because if you win on that dollar slot, you win a lot more than you win in that penny slot.
Or you
And
could have
you
went
wasted
in.
the
You
same
could have went
amount of money.
into the. You
That's
could
what
have.
people do in business that fucks them over.
Oh no, I got a strategy. For
And
that.
honestly,
Yeah.
like you could have went to the roulette table and played the roulette table as well.
Yeah, but the amount of times I can play the roulette table versus how many times I can play the slots.
No, you could easily.
You just
put-
wasted more time to lose the same amount of money.
Yeah, but at least I got the drinks.
But that's another thing too. Like when you go to the roulette table, you know what I mean. There's a 50-50 chance of you winning or losing.
Okay.
If you
If you
pick
call- you
only
bet on the
black
colors,
or white
right?
or
Right.
black or red, then you can win 50-50 out of all that. Now, if you're feeling kind of risky, you could put $50 on black or red, and then you could put like another $20 on fucking double zeros. You get double zeros, shit.
Okay. All right.
What did you do last week?
So last week, without getting too much into it, I crashed my car. Not my car. I crashed a company vehicle.
So you got into an accident.
I got into an accident. Yes.
You sent us pictures with no context. Well,
Yeah,
I thought you were just
Ray's
sending
an
us
idiot.
random
Ray's
pictures.
an idiot. He just sends us pictures like at 3 a.m.
It wasn't 3 in the morning.
It was
It was in the afternoon. I sent them today.
Why
in the
did I get him
afternoon.
so late? I swear I thought it was like 3 a.m. And then no context behind him. He's not even in them. The car didn't even look that bad. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it just looked like it was a taillight that was.
Yeah, I'm just like somebody's driving with a
you gotta
bad
get that
headlight.
fixed, man.
Yeah. I'm like, why is this guy sending random text?
Car's totaled.
Is it? It doesn't look total in the picture.
There's a Ford, huh?
Dodge.
The same shit.
I drive a Ford now.
Like those cars are like, they're like plastic.
But yeah, something jumped up in front of me and I hit it.
Well, that's your
you
problem.
said, right?
Yeah.
And I believe that. Why? Because where he lives, there's no other cars. It's just
Not even a
like,
post for him to run into.
yeah, they're like there's nothing for him to run into in that city he lives in. So
How fast were you going?
Maybe like 60, 65.
And you hit a cow at 60? Dang.
It was a full grown cow. It was a big motherfucker.
how the hell you hit a? Yeah, how did this happen? You must have been sleeping or something.
No.
It must have been at
How the hell didn't you see a big
was-
ass cow?
It was around 1 a.m. And that stretch of road is a back road and there's no lights,
No
out
lights,
there whatsoever.
Hey,
And
it's
the
black
cow-
and white too, so.
And the cow came out of the ditch from my right side. And I thought I saw a shadow of something when I looked over to see what it was, and I looked back in the road. The Chargers don't have a wide range of vision with their headlights. They're kind of like, they're narrow like this. They look more forward than they look outward. And so when the cow fucking showed up, by the time I could actually see the entire fucking cow, my headlights caught it. And
Did you have time to press the brake?
Probably. It's a cow. They don't move that fast.
no, it jumped like I was here. It jumped up like this.
It was on the side, right?
Yeah. And then I hit the brake, I turned the wheel. I felt the impact and I didn't have a seatbelt on. So like I fucking hit the steering wheel. I think top of my head hit the ceiling of the car. And then
How was the cow? How was the cow?
Motherfucker's alive. Son of a bitch is alive, bro. And my car kind of went like this. and came back down.
That's the closest thing to Fast and Furious you've gotten, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, there's a lady who staged her kidnapping.
Staged her kidnapping. Tell us more.
I don't know much more. I just know that shit's crazy. Who would do that? Like,
You want to hear crazy?
what?
So I heard of a story. This is on TikTok. I heard a story of a guy that attempted to unalive himself.
Attempted to what?
Unalive himself, because we can't use the S word.
Oh.
The what?
Okay.
He
Can you say kill himself?
Yes. Might as well. I don't think you're supposed to use that either, but
Unalive him?
that's the PC version
Oh,
of
dear
it.
God. You mean PG?
No, PC, politically correct.
Politically
Oh.
correct.
So he jumped off this building, and as he was jumping off the building, somebody in one of the apartments was shooting a shotgun, and as he was falling down, he shot him, and of course he died.
Oh, but it didn't count as.
So
Now it's a homicide.
exactly. So now the guy inside, the guy which was a couple between, it was an old couple. I'm guessing the dad, or we call him the grandpa, right? The grandpa is charged with homicide for killing this dude that attempted to kill himself.
No,
right?
but isn't that the definition of manslaughter?
Yeah, it was involuntary manslaughter,
Yeah.
right? And wait for it, the reason why he is being called for it is because obviously he shot the gun, but apparently there was supposed to be a shell in the shotgun in the first place. But the son of the grandpa
Put it in there.
put it in there because he was mad at mom.
And was gonna shoot her.
He was mad at mom because he owed her money, and she kept saying, I need the money, I need the money, I need the money. And son knew that grandpa was every once in a while he would get mad and he would pretend that he was gonna shoot, but he never actually shot at her, right? So listen. So he wanted to scare mom and to stop doing this, right? He wanted to distract her, right? It turns out, so they find all this out. It turns out that the guy who tried to unalive himself was the son. So because the son put the bullet in the shotgun, or the shell in the shotgun, dad was not charged with manslaughter. It just looked like a whole suicide. It was successful in his suicide.
Can you
It was on
imagine?
TikTok.
Can you imagine this shit, bro? Like, you're like, oh, fuck everybody up in here, and you don't think there's a shell in there. You putting it at your work, like, well, bitch, say you won't give it again. Oh, fuck. Like, granddad, I'm sorry, man. I accidentally put the bullet in there. That's why I tell motherfuckers, bro, treat every gun like it's loaded. It's
Crazy. People are crazy. I saw a story from Joe Rogan that there was a guy who pretended to be like this, I don't know what martial arts, but I feel like it was Sambo or something like that. Like champion. But nobody ever really saw him practice it. And one time, his friend is like, it's his friend telling him a story. And his friend says that guy's like, hey, I have we're just going to say Sambo or whatever it was, tournament in the woods. Can you please drive me to like the outskirts of the woods, I guess, and drop me off? And the guy says that when he picked him up, he had luggage of a tall bag, right?
What do you mean?
Like just a tall like duffel bag.
Like a hiking bag?
I don't know, but
Okay.
he just said it was long and tall.
and he no longer had it when he came back.
And he dropped him off, and that's all he left with, and went into the woods. He's like, this was back then, so he's like, hey, please pick me up on, let's just say Sunday at 3:30 in the same spot. And so the weekend goes by, and he comes and he picks him up on Sunday. He doesn't have the duffel bag anymore, but he has a big ass, long ass trophy. He like, hey, I won the whole thing. So this is what Joe Rogan said. Man, go look it up. It's online somewhere. But I was just saying, people are crazy.
But what's to say he didn't have the trophy in the duffel bag?
I think they figured him out later.
Okay.
Well, I guess they can't prove that didn't happen, but they proved that he wasn't no.
Honestly, I would have been like, if I was driving, I'd be like, "Where's the other Sambo people?"
In the woods.
Yeah, killed him.
And I was like, because there was he probably got that from the new show Cobra Kai. Like there's an episode of Cobra Kai. They go into the woods to do like a karate tournament against each other, and there's a winner and a loser, whatever the fuck the case is. And so that's what probably happened. He goes, let me pretend it's in the woods. Let me go in there with this giant bag with the trophy in it, and he just comes out with the fucking trophy. But no, I won the whole thing. Like,
yeah.
All right. What's the stupid question?
So I was watching. Maybe you know about this. You know what the Full Send podcast is?
the who?
Full Send?
No.
Do you know?
The only podcast I worry about is ours.
You don't listen to Joe Rogan?
For like, UFC commentary.
No.
Give my 5 back.
This is why your relationships don't work. You don't know the right answers at the right time.
No, Leonard, you can't say stuff like that.
No, it's true. I'm his boy. I gotta tell him the truth.
So talking about that, right?
No. We're not leaving off this yet. You have to know when to answer. Am I the most beautiful girl in the world? What's the answer?
Ask Luis.
What's the answer?
Yes.
The answer is yes. Even if she's the worst looking girl in the world. Like, do you love my cooking? Absolutely.
No.
I do.
No.
All right.
That's the one thing you can be honest about.
No, you can't.
Oh,
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. Why? There's
I'm not gonna lie. He's right. You can't, but I am anyway.
No. There's no.
Because I think it was like maybe 6 years ago. Had this fucking chick that I dated. She goes, I want to make you dinner, and I was like, okay, bro. She's like, she made me pasta and garlic bread. Dude, the pasta came out like I thought it was lasagna at first because she started cutting something. And I was like, oh, what are you cutting? She goes, I'm cutting the pasta. I'm like, you're cutting pasta? The noodles were like, they were stuck to each other. And I'm like, and she goes, do you like it? I was like, oh, let me taste it first.
Yeah, just say yeah.
Bro, I ate a whole plate of garlic bread just to be able to shovel down this fucking pasta down my. It was bad.
Look, I tell my girl.
I say no.
I tell my girl to treat cooking like hitting random strangers. Can we hit random strangers? Yeah. Just don't do it. Can you cook? Yeah. Just don't do it.
You don't like her cooking?
Huh?
She
don't like her cooking.
No, but
I love it. I love it. She just don't.
So here's the problem that I have with what you just said, bro. Okay, you said, I mean, like, no matter what, you gotta just tell her it's good. You gotta tell her it's good. You gotta tell her it's good, right?
You do.
And then now you're sitting here saying, I love your cooking.
I do.
So you're contradicting yourself because I guarantee you don't like her cooking.
I do. I love it. Prove it.
Yeah, you can't really prove that.
You can't prove it.
So.
I'm gonna get like a little like, hey Chesco, how'd you like that?
On the Full Send podcast, they had Andrew Schultz.
Tate? Oh,
no, Andrew Schultz on it, and there was a time in the podcast where one of the hosts was looking at his phone, and Andrew Schultz called him out on it. Said, "Hey, what are you doing? I'm spending my time out of here. I took time out of my day to come over here talk to you guys, and this is what you're doing, right?" And then from ever since then, the podcast got a little more awkward. And the guy sitting in the seat kept asking him, saying, hey, like, what was it about me that annoyed you? What was it that about me that you didn't like? What is this? What is that? All that to say, how much of a responsibility is it ours as friends to call each other out on our bullshit and on the things that we do wrong or we could be doing better?
Hi.
I agree. Like how you guys call me out on my comedy or my storytelling.
Like
don't call the comedy.
Lack thereof.
Right. And then that's where I'm going.
Lack
with this, right?
thereof, yeah.
You're attempting comedy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's high.
But it's not like we do it because we love you. It's because it's not entertaining to the podcast.
No, it's
Nah,
twofold.
fucking with you.
No, but it can be. Two things can be right
It's
at the same
twofold.
time. Right?
Yeah, it's twofold.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I'm not.
And that's
It's
okay.
twofold.
Why is it that people who are not as understanding as I am get upset?
I'm going to shut up.
Get upset whenever whenever they ask for advice, and I think we might have talked about this in the past, when they ask for advice, or us as friends call them out on the shit, but you can tell they're getting upset and they're getting their feelings hurt and getting personal.
You want me to tell you why?
About the things that they're saying.
And I've had this happen before, especially at work or anything else, right? So there is a way of telling people things, right? So like, for example, and I'll give you an example out of my own life. So I had a buddy. I was moving, and he's like, "Hey man, is there anything I could do?" "Nah, dude, I'm good. I took care of everything." "You sure, man?" "Dude, I'm willing to help you, man." "Nah, man, I took care of it, bro. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." "No, look, man. Like, if you need a ride or something, bro, just like let me know." A couple of times, I say, "You know what? I gotta pick up my company vehicle after I move in. You could come pick me up and take me back to my old apartment so I could pick up my vehicle." "Okay, cool. Mind you, I'm moving, so when you're moving, things happen, right? You know, maybe you take the rental car back, and now all of a sudden it's an issue. You have to deal with something, or you forgot that there's some stuff upstairs in your apartment or anything like that in your storage unit. You got to go pick anything in a stress, because let's be honest, moving is stressful in any way you look at it. In a stressful situation when something happens, right? So my buddy goes, "Hey, I'm on my way." "All right, cool. I'm gonna head that way as well." Well, it's like an hour and 15-minute drive from one end to the other. "Hey, man, I'm here." "Hey, dude, my bad. I'm about 30 minutes away. Give me some time." "What the fuck? You don't have no respect for anybody's time. You have no this, you have no that. You could have fucking said something." And I told him, I said, "You know what, dude? I don't want your fucking help. Go back home. I don't fucking need your help. I don't want your help. Go the fuck back home."
Wait,
Now,
what happened again? I'm sorry.
So he showed up to take me back to my old
All I heard
apartment.
was Ray was mad.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't
He was
mad.
telling a story, and out of nowhere, he got mad.
No, what I'm saying is, so here's the deal. He wanted to help me get back to my vehicle,
Okay.
so he met me at my new apartment to take me to my old apartments. Well, I was coming to my new apartment from my old apartment with some stuff still in my car.
Okay.
So he got there before I did,
Okay.
and I was a little later than I normally said I would be, about 30 minutes
Like
later.
Always. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. But this
That's
is
how he responded to his friend, right?
that's not what I did. I was like, "Look, man, my bad. When I took the van back,
You never
know,
apologized whenever you're late here.
Did you text him that you were gonna be 30 minutes late?
No,
Why not?
because I'm dealing with shit, bro.
But it's a text message.
I'm dealing with
5
shit, bro.
seconds.
I'm dealing with, like, I'm literally trying to move everything. I got to be at work that day at 4:30. I'm trying to move everything out by fucking 2:00 so I could take my car, so I could drive back and forth and take my car and be able to make it to
But
work.
he's also
in time.
going out of his way to take time out of his day to do things for you.
But here's the thing: I didn't fucking ask him
no,
to.
but he's being
kept-
he's being nice enough to you don't even have to
okay,
ask.
and you know what? You're absolutely right. But there's a way of explaining things, and there's a wrong way. There's a right way and a wrong way. Okay, if I don't know you and you go, "Man, what the fuck, bro?" You know what? Fuck you, dude. Next time, I don't want your fucking help.
So he wasn't even a friend.
No, he's a friend.
Okay.
He's a
So
really
you do know him.
he was a close friend. Like, we've known each other for years. Like, years and years. There's a right way and a wrong way, especially when somebody's going through something like a move. I told him, I said, "Look, man, my bad. I forgot to text you. I was loading up the last of my stuff into my personal car. I had to return the van. There's a little misunderstanding with the pricing of it. I had to deal with that. I'm on my way right now." 30 minutes at most. "What the fuck? You have no fucking respect. You know, that's some fucking hoe ass shit." Like, there's a right way, and he could have been like, "All right, man, I'm here. Help me out," and be like, "Hey, dude, like, you know, just next time, man, I would have appreciated if you would have texted me. You know, you know what? I'm
Why
sorry."
is it that I feel like this wasn't the first time you did this? Then? Because like people don't usually react like that if it's the first time.
Now
you
back
do something
now
like
now
that.
back in the day when we would go out to like parties or clubs or bars or whatever, you know, yes, I would take my time to get ready, and I was bad about that. I really was. But as time went by, I've gotten better at it. You know what I mean? Like, if I have to be somewhere, it's important. Bro, fuck you. Like, don't make me fucking cuss out the podcast.
I don't believe you. I'm just saying from personal experience, I don't believe you.
Okay.
I talked to you today. I call him because again, I went to go play. I was at the gym, and I have what I was gonna change into for the podcast, but I didn't bring the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck, I don't have the shoes, and these shoes would look stupid what I had on, what I was gonna put on for the podcast.
Yeah.
So I call him. I'm like, hey, you got extra shoes? He's like, nah. And it's like, what time is it? I have the perfect time right here.
It was like 8 something. It was like 8.
It was 7. It was 7:10. Oh no, 7:58. 7:58. I call him and I'm like, hey, you got extra shoes? And he's like, nah, just go to your house and pick up some. I'm like, no, we're supposed to be here at 8. It's 7:58. I'm not gonna make it back in time. I'm like, how far are you? He's like 20 minutes away. At 7:58. Did he get here at 8:18?
No.
No.
Did he get here at 8:28?
No.
8:38?
No.
8:48?
No.
8:58?
Around there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. You're acting like we're making this up.
Once again, bro, this podcast, since we shoot it whenever the fuck, I get here on my own time. I'm sorry.
But we have time
It's
too.
not- it's
That's
not
what
whenever-
he
yeah,
means to
you
be
have to respect our
respectful
time,
to
too.
Our time.
Again.
That's why he called you disrespectful, just in case you didn't notice.
Okay, but once again, there's a right, and I'm trying to explain some shit to you. If you want to make a fucking joke out of it,
No,
which
it's
is
the
bad
truth,
joke,
right?
okay.
That's
But
what
this
he's
is
talking
what we're
about.
talking about
That's
right
what
now.
we're talking about. Yeah, people taking it the wrong way when friends tell them the truth. It's the truth.
Okay, but there's a right way and a wrong way of saying things to somebody, right?
Okay. So we understand what the wrong way is. Like, obviously, don't curse at me. Don't
Listen. You're
Don't
not
disrespect
listen
me.
to
Don't be
You're
me-
not-
this-
no. And I'll tell you like this: you're not my fucking father.
Right.
You don't pay my fucking bills.
Correct.
And you don't sign my motherfucking paycheck.
Right.
So unless you start doing all those fucking things, you don't get to fucking talk to me like you fucking own me, motherfucker.
Agreed.
You want to fucking help me? Help me. You want me to be
Correct.
somewhere on time? Unless you're fucking paying me for it, fuck you. I'll get there when I fucking get there.
Can your friends still have expectations?
They can't have expectations. And
That's
if I'm
not gonna be
late,
met.
but here's the thing. But no. But if I'm late or something, you got real fucking funny these days, huh, motherfucker? What I'm saying is, if I'm late, don't talk to me like I'm your fucking child.
Agreed.
Don't
No,
talk
I
to me
agree,
like you're
agreed.
my fucking boss. Because like I said, you don't pay my bills, and you don't fucking pay my rent, and you don't sign my paycheck. Don't talk to me like you're any of those fucking things to me. Because you know why? I get enough of that shit at my fucking job and at home or whatever the fuck the case is. I don't need that bullshit from you. You know, and that's the thing that I'm saying. Don't belittle people when you're fucking talking to them.
Completely agree. Couldn't agree with you more.
That's why people
What?
get fucked, because people talk to them like they're fucking children. Listen, let me tell you something. When you do this, first of all, motherfucker, you better get your hand out my motherfucking face.
No, but what should people do at that point? Because
Exactly.
it's
So that's-
common courtesy, right?
What is the correct way to approach somebody?
So let's say, so give me a scenario.
This is exact same scenario.
Is that scenario? Okay. So I'm like, all right, man. Hey, I'm over here. I'll wait for 30 minutes. You're good. Come back. We get in the car. Hey, man, I just want to say something to you. What's up? Hey, look, dude, with all due respect, I would have appreciated if you could have just texted me you were going to be late. I understand you're going through a move. I understand you're going through something stressful right now. Moving is never easy. I totally get it, man. Just next time, shoot me a text message just for common courtesy, so I know that I have a little bit more time to get over here. You know what, dude? I'm sorry. You're completely right. Next time, man, I'll definitely text you. It's just been a really stressful day. I'm trying to make it to work. I'm trying to also do this and do that at the same time. You're right, man. I apologize. I just got a lot going on right now.
Okay.
You know, and at that time I was also going through the breakup as well.
Right. So,
it's like
that's a situation where like something's probably not. Is that probably not gonna happen again? Because how many times do you move a year?
Maybe
lot.
like 8.
a lot.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's a bad example.
since I've been
That's a bad example.
bro, since I've been doing this podcast, I've actually moved about fucking 5 times, 6 times.
How many times does a normal person move a year? Like maybe
None?
once. Maybe once if they live in an apartment. Maybe they got to move from one apartment to another because at least whatever, right? But most people don't move, right? So my point is that part won't happen. But how many times do you have to go to a podcast, right? Like once a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do we approach a friend?
Pay
Not
me.
you, somebody that we know.
Pay them.
But we're still in the building process, right?
Exactly.
So how do we approach a friend
Yeah.
that is constantly not here on time, but we don't want to be disrespectful, we don't want to be demeaning, we want to make sure that
You ready?
they understand. Okay, let me hear.
Hey, Ray.
I'm that friend that's always late. Tell me, how would you address
Hey,
it?
Luis, I understand you're not motivated to be here on time sometimes because, this is kind of like a shut up.
No.
You started right. Just change sometimes to all the time.
Okay.
All right.
You're here. You're late all the time. Whatever the fuck. And
Take it serious.
Yeah, take it serious. Take it serious.
if y'all shut the fuck up,
I'm
I
just
will.
saying. It's like,
So it's like, Luis, I know you're here late all the time, And I'm just curious as to why you're not motivated to be here on time. Is it because, we don't pay you and this seems like a hobby? Because if that's the case, we could start paying you to be here because we are getting to a good place. So I was wondering if maybe that's something to motivate you. You know what I mean?
What if that's not an option at this point? Like
then go fuck yourself and wait.
But then if
your friends,
yeah,
like
if I tell you that I'm going to be here,
don't talk to me that way. You're not my dad. You don't pay my bill. What was the other thing?
Sign my paycheck.
Sign my paycheck. All that stupid shit.
So how do you get me to be here? Maybe not necessarily on time, but give me a time where you're actually going to be here. Like if I tell you I'm going to be here at 8, but I'm here at 9, like that doesn't make sense. I'm telling you I'm going to be here at 8, but I'm not here until 9. So how do you get me, person who is never on time,
to be on time?
To be on not necessarily be on time, but to give me you a time.
Accurate start time. There you go.
Anytime you walk through that door late, I'm just gonna grab a bat and hit you in the fucking knees.
Hey, disrespectful. Demeaning.
This goes back to your. This goes back to because I was gonna be honest. Can we be honest for a second? I think we're all decent at taking the criticism, with the exception of Ray. I think we're all.
See, why do you say disrespectful shit like that?
How was that disrespectful? It's true.
No, it's not.
Look,
you
we're talking about something right now, and you're not taking it.
Again, you're not taking. You're proving my point.
How many times have you guys told me that I'm boring?
Exactly.
How many times have you guys told me that I'm not funny?
Okay,
how many guys told me that I'm short? I take it.
Barely.
No, he does.
I take it.
But I'll tell you like this. At the same time, it's like you guys are making a joke out of it.
No,
like,
it's not a joke. I said, can we talk about serious for a few
Yeah,
seconds?
but why are you talking about something serious in front of the podcast?
Because he brought up the question.
Because it relates to
Is
the
that
question.
your stupid question?
That was my stupid question.
Yeah, he brought up the
See,
question.
you're getting real smart with these fucking questions.
No, but it's a good question. All right, today's the good question of the day. It's like...
Yeah, but why is it focused on me? Won't you two motherfuckers?
No, because it can become focused on me.
No. But he has an issue, though. I think we're all decent. Like I said, I do mean it with the exception of you. We're all decent of taking the criticism.
I take criticism very well.
Yeah. None of us are good at accepting it. Like, really listening to it. Like...
Okay.
So then you're not good at it.
No, but I mean our reaction's not bad. With the exception. So
how do I fucking see? You're saying stupid shit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. How do I react bad to it? If
you're reacting right now.
No, because it's fucking irritating that he doesn't know.
You always do it.
No, but that's not that I always do it. My fucking problem is this: you barely know me outside of this fucking podcast. You don't know how I act. You don't know how I fucking.
It's the same thing with all of us. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so then how could you make judgment on somebody that you don't fucking know outside of here?
That's what I'm saying. We all give each other advice. And we see each other.
No, we don't. What we do here is we talk shit about somebody else's bullshit.
I mean, behind camera. Like when we go out, whatever, when we talk about relationships, we talk about work, when we talk about money, when we talk about...
Personal stuff.
Yes, personal stuff. We've all done it. And yeah, and you're right. We know each other a certain amount. But like if somebody's very open and this podcast is outside of camera, behind camera, I think you're the most open.
No.
I would agree.
You would agree, right?
How?
You're the one who tells us more about your personal life than any of us.
It just comes up in conversation.
Okay, but it's you. It's what I'm saying. Nobody's saying it's a bad thing.
It's not. It's definitely not a bad thing. We're not judging you for it.
If we know anybody, like the reason I know E.T. and Luis is because I spend more time with them outside than I do with you. The reason.
Why is that?
Because we went on a trip. We went 2 trips together.
Yeah, and that's
literally the only time that we've spent time outside the podcast.
I mean, if you pick up a fucking phone, I'll show up.
Okay, you can call me too. That's what I'm saying. But we don't do things without you. Or do we? Not really.
Without Ray?
No, not really.
No,
not really.
The only times we've hung out outside of the podcast that I can think of,
it's like the trip.
It's either whenever you're not here on the podcast,
and we're working. Yeah. We show up here a lot more. But what I'm just saying is, what was I saying? Oh, I'm just saying, yeah, we all know each other the same amount of time. But you are the most open. You come here and you tell us about your personal life. You tell us about what you've going
But that's
through.
because you know a lot about other people's personal lives. Like you and E.T. have known each other long enough.
I don't know much about his. You don't know. He knows very little about mine.
Ain't much the fucking for him to tell us. He goes home, he misses with the girl.
You're talking about his girl. No, he has parents, he has sisters, he has friends. I don't know anything about that. And yeah, E.T. I've known him for years, and he knows me for years. So just every time we catch up, we're kind of more open with that. But what I'm saying, the reason we know about you, which opens you to like, I imagine if you're telling us about all this stuff, it's because you want some type of feedback.
And it's not criticism that we're giving you. It's not.
Well, sometimes it is because it should be sometimes. I'm just saying. Just like for anybody, it's not just with him.
But I feel like criticism has a negative connotation. What we're giving
there's such thing called constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's constructive.
Oh, okay.
And it's what I'm saying. I think outside after Ray, I think Luis would be the most open.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm very guarded. That's no secret. I don't tell many people about my personal life. E.T. does it, I think, even a little bit more than me.
Yeah.
He's very guarded, but I think he does it more than I do. And that's how it is. Yeah, so I believe that after Ray, the most open one of the podcast, I think it's you.
Probably me, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And as guarded as E.T. is, I think he's more open than I am.
I would agree.
Yeah, and I'm definitely the least open about that. Now, what's my biggest issue, which they say it all the time. Luis says it all to me all the time. He's not wrong.
Jaded.
I'm jaded, and I'm very blunt. Like, I don't care about people's reaction. If you ask me a question,
you say what's on your mind.
I'm gonna answer it with my honesty.
Unless it's your girl.
No, I love her cooking. No, I'm just saying.
She just doesn't.
Yeah, she just don't.
You do it for her.
Yeah, I do it for you. Yeah, I would love to eat it. Now, I'm saying is like, I would answer it honestly. And then if you I don't understand why people get mad, because it's not like I'm saying it to hurt anybody. I'm just saying it like, take it if you want it, don't take it if you don't.
But don't ask it if you
don't ask it if you don't fucking want to hear it. Like, and that's what I'm saying. If you sit here and talk to me about your girl or your mom or your cousin or your dad or your friend for an hour, and then you get mad when I respond and you don't like the response I said, how is that my fault?
I've been a victim.
But I've never done that.
I've been a victim to that.
Well, you don't really get mad, but you don't. Yeah, it's like it is what it is. No, and yeah.
So then I do take good constructive criticism.
Not really. I already tell you, because you're at the being on time thing. We've had this conversation.
Oh no, I don't care about that
plenty of times. Oh, and I don't want to say what we've recently been speaking about, but I keep bringing it up. That's I'm not gonna say it because that's his personal stuff. But I'm just saying I've said it over and over again. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
The choice he just recently made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's not one I'm in favor with at all.
But we understand that we all have our different lives, and we're gonna do whatever we want to do.
But I'm gonna be honest with my opinion about it. I don't say it to be a bad person, and I've said it with Luis. And yeah, Luis has probably been he comes and tells me this happened. And I tell him that's your fucking fault.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest issue. Ray, I think Luis is a little similar to Ray, only that I think he hides it a little better.
Who hides it better?
Him. I just think he's not as explosive as you are. But
oh my god,
you're passionate. You're passionate.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's like I hate that I have this persona of like being this angry motherfucker. I'm not. I'm genuinely like the nicest guy in the world.
You look, no, and I'm not gonna deny because I think you are a very nice guy.
He didn't say that.
No, he said
he said he's the nicest guy in the world. He definitely ain't that.
No, I'm saying I said I'm one of the nicest guys.
You're a very nice guy. Stop there.
Just take it. Just take
it.
Yeah,
stop there.
And you are a very nice guy. You wouldn't do what you do if you weren't a nice guy and you didn't think about others' welfare before yours.
Oh yeah.
I think that comes without saying, right? You have to admit in yourself that you can be a little, I call it explosive, you call it passionate, right? Yeah. It's different definitions for different words, right? We call it violence because we don't encounter people on the daily that just want to ankle pick us for no reason.
It's not for no reason.
It is for no reason.
What's the reason?
You run your mouth too much.
So that's why we use the words that we use, right?
But honestly, it's like, you know, when we joke around, we joke around. But on some real level shit, like, you know, I don't even know what the fuck to say about this, man. Truth be told, like I said, it's.
But I don't see the problem here. Like, if you don't want your friends to tell you the truth, who the fuck will?
No, it's
exactly. And this is why I'm bringing
So
this
going
up,
back
right?
to your question,
If there's somebody who should be telling you the real shit, it's your friends.
Oh, yeah,
If they're
for
not, then they're not your friends.
No, they're
I
not.
don't have a problem with the character playing though,
I get that.
because again, you are creating content at the end of the day. If I think I don't think none of us are fake, but I do think we turn it up a little bit.
amplify.
Yeah,
Of course.
I do think we turn it up a little bit.
Let's be fucking real. Do people really behind the camera think I'm such a fucking huge Andrew Tate fan? Obviously not.
I think they.
Stop shaking your fucking head. I'm not.
Well, you're saying do people? We don't know what people think. But
Well,
if you're gonna ask us
but-
what we
but-
think they think,
but-
I'm gonna say yes.
But you know, and I've always, and I guess we're gonna have a serious moment in the podcast today. And so, like, truth be told, do I agree with everything he says? No. Do I agree with some other things he says when he actually makes some fucking sense? Yes, I do. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we all have our opinions. We're all different. Like I always tell people, even the thumbprint, like we're 7 billion people, even our thumbprints are fucking different. You think our personalities won't be? Everybody has their own personality. Everybody has their own persona. You know, everybody brings some sort of a persona here, in my opinion. Like you said, we're not fake, but we just turn it up a little bit. You know, this is, and I tell people, like, this is a locker room atmosphere, right? We you know, the certain shit that we can't be saying
need
out.
Something to grab him by. Never mind.
The what?
He's being serious. He's being serious.
I'm just saying we could grab him by, but you know, go.
He's locker room talk.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Look, Andrew
ruined
Tate's
it.
a persona. Now, does Andrew Tate believe what he's saying? Yeah, I do. Now, listen to what he says. If you really take up the bravado, if you take the tone, if you take the emphasizing away, everything he said, no, not everything. 95% of what he says makes sense.
It does.
No.
It's just the way he says
It's
it.
because it's
He's
generic
very
enough
generic.
for it to. Yeah,
Like,
it's like fortune tellers. They'll tell you
Exactly.
general stuff that will fit to
very
anything.
generic. He's like, yeah, you should be healthy. You should respect yourself. You should not allow anybody to disrespect
Work harder.
you. You should work hard. You
Work
should make
out.
money. You
Be
should.
healthy.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, if he said it that way, then he wouldn't be fucking famous.
No, I'm saying who disagrees with that? Like nobody does. Now, what people do disagree with is where he's like, yeah, I can have 10 girls and you have to sit at home and wait. When he says something like that, then that's where, okay, I don't know if he means that. If he means that, that's just stupid. All right? But again, he says it in
But
a
I think part of that is like he's being facetious in this moment.
Exactly.
He's not being
that's what I'm
serious,
saying.
and if
He's
he
very-
is, like, it's
he's not being serious in those moments. And not only that, we all have this level of rebellion where like you can't say this, and I can say whatever I want. So it's like how can a man say this and he has to find a way around it? But
I don't think he finds it. He just says it.
no, but that's that part of what you're saying. I'm gonna say whatever I want. That's that level of rebellion that we all have. No, that's his character. But 90% of the things he says, we all believe. And I agree with him that what he took was the anti-feminism route. This world is at a point where I think a lot of people are misinterpreting like everybody's trans now. No, it's just a lot of people just I don't want to have a fight. I don't want to have the fight.
I
So
saw a
if
video.
You tell me you're now there's 16 letters in that LGBTQ whatever. If you tell me you're the 13th letter, I tell you congrats. I'm not gonna sit here and have a discussion of why there's only 2 genders.
Like there's a fucking there's like a video I saw on TikTok today. It's like if I had $1 for every time, it was like a Generation X or whatever the fuck they call them. It's like a Gen X is like if I had $1 for every time you know I had for every gender out there, and Dad walks in and goes, "What are you gonna do with $2?"
No, but it's and again, I don't want to have the conversation because first of all, I ain't no doctor. I just know like I'm gonna be honest with you. Parents didn't even have the birds and the bees talk with me.
yeah.
So
They didn't have them either.
they didn't have it with me. So I'm assuming there's 2 genders. If you tell me there's more, then all right, man. I guess there is. I'm not too worried about it.
He's like, all I know is that I've watched Grey's Anatomy's enough
Exactly.
to know from my experience to believe.
Now, do I know that there's people that understand that getting into that debate generates an incredible amount of money? There is.
Where there's controversy, there's money.
Exactly. So I'm like, just get into it. If that's your lane,
How come we're all broke then?
because that's not our lane.
Yeah, we don't talk about.
We don't
that.
talk about that.
We should start.
Like
Why?
We
Why?
need money.
That's wrong. I'm not gonna do anything that I don't think is fun. I'm gonna sit here, have a conversation, enjoy my hour here, and I'm gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about, whether it's sports, whether it's something that just happened. But I'm not gonna go out there and fake a debate with somebody I don't care about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about you enough to. Like, I had a friend who told me, like, one time he was serious. I don't know if he was coming out to me, and he was like, "What would change if I was gay?" I'm like, man,
Everything.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, why would I care? The thing that pissed me off the most ever was my cousin. One time, he's like,
Oh, you told me.
he's like, we gotta meet in Pasadena. It's very important. It's very important. Very important. I thought somebody.
The whole
lived there.
fight, the whole family, right?
The whole family that lived in Houston had to go there. So I'm like, all right, all the way to Pasadena. For those of y'all that don't know, I live about an hour away from Pasadena. And he's like, okay. And we go. And to tell us, I want everybody to know I'm gay.
We already knew.
We already knew you were gay. Since like the 3rd grade. This is not a secret to anybody but you. Nobody cared. Like, and that's part of it. There's people like right now the Women's World Cup is going on. Megan Rapinoe, one of the best women's soccer player ever, says that trans women should be able to compete with, I don't know, what's the word, original women or biological? Biological women. Because it makes no difference. Trust me, it makes a difference.
Oh, what? Bro, there was a video like that where you know what they did? They took a team of 15-year-old boys and they took the women's United States soccer team. The boys fucking whooped their ass. Like, it wasn't 1-0. No, it was like 15.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was fucking bad.
What I'm saying is like, trust me, it makes a difference. If the guy or the used to be guy was any good, it makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
It would make
Bro,
a difference.
oh, here's what I'm gonna say. If it's like if Cristiano Ronaldo and fucking Messi said, "Oh, we're non-binary now. We can play with the women." Y'all are fucked. Y'all are fucked.
Like I'm saying, he's not wrong. So, but
Like Ibrahimovic is like 6'4", bro. Like he says I'm non-binary. Y'all lost that fucking game.
yeah, and he's not wrong. Now, what I'm saying, if there's a person standing in front of me telling me that the opposite, I'm not getting into the debate with them.
No.
It's a waste of time.
It's like you said, if it's not gonna make you money,
What
then
makes Cristiano Ronaldo so special?
It's a
Bitch,
waste
what?
of time. I saw a TikTok video or Instagram video. So you're telling me if Mike Tyson identified as a woman, and the idiot said, "Yeah, that you're an accessory to murder at that point." You're accessory to murder. If you're allowing
He's gonna come out there.
somebody like Mike Tyson to enter, like, yes.
Sonia, my name is Mike Tyson. My name is now Michelle Tyson. I'm gonna go ahead and into this ring. I'm non-binary. I don't pick a gender, and I'm gonna go fight this woman right now, bro. Within the first fucking punch, you're having brain damage. You might fucking die. There's an ambulance on fucking standby, and Mike just go. I don't know why she wanted to take this fight. Truth be told, I told her I was gonna kill her, but she wanted to do it anyway. I'm 53 years old and I knocked her the fuck out. I don't know what you want me to do. This is not murder. She signed the contract, bro. Like, why the fuck? They said that about Mayweather too. They're like, so you
Hey,
tell
you're
me?
pretty good at that.
I was
I'm
about
really
to say,
good.
yeah, you're
You're pretty
the
good
one
at
thing you're one of many things that you're good at. I want to make sure I give you credit for something
The
else.
one thing.
You're good at impressions.
Oh, thank you.
You
Yeah,
do.
but I'm telling you, bro. Like, in what fucking world would you go? I'll take on Mike Tyson, bitch. Men won't take on Mike Tyson.
What I don't understand, and you fall into this, E.T. falls into this. I don't understand men that get so triggered
Yes.
about what?
about that.
Anything or anything. In
No,
general.
you know, it's not. Here's the thing. It's not that we get triggered. Look, if you want to be, no, hold on. If you
As
want to
somebody who
be,
doesn't get triggers.
no, this is why I get triggered. I'll tell you why. If you want to be LGBTQ, lesbian, dude, by all fucking means, go for it. Please, for the love of God, do what you love. Go with who you love. I have no problem against that. What triggers me is stupidity. Like, if you say shit like, if Mike Tyson identifies as a woman and I'll box him as a fucking female weighing at 135, you are fucking
I
insane.
got you. I'm with you, but there's a lot of stupid things.
What's
in the
that
world.
tennis bitch? What's her name?
Serena Williams.
Serena Williams. Like, bro.
She never said she could beat men.
No. What I'm saying is
On the
like,
opposite, she said
even
that.
even if she was to be like, I'll fight Mike Tyson, that doesn't sound
Why
fucking
would
fair.
she say she fight Mike Tyson?
Well, she's a big fucking
So
broad.
that don't mean
It's 'cause
I'm
she's
saying
black?
even putting
Come
her
on,
against
man.
Mike Tyson would not be a fair fucking fight. And I don't know any other female athlete out there that's her size.
No woman would be a fair fight against Mike Tyson.
No, there's not men out there. There's men out
Yeah,
there that's
exactly.
not a fair fucking fight. And they look bigger and badder than Mike Tyson, bro. It's Mike fucking Tyson. His fists are made out of fucking
No,
iron.
I get that, but it's so simple to understand that. I'm like,
But that's what triggers me is like the shit that comes out of people's
but
mouths
there's
is
so
just
many
stupid.
ridiculous people in the world. Why are we
Yeah, you're gonna
entertaining
let everybody get under your skin.
Yes.
It's not about I don't know, dude. Like, you know, that's why I don't engage in conversation like this because I know how the fuck it's gonna end up. They're gonna sit there and tell me, well, you're this, you're that. I'm not anything bad. I'm just saying you sounded really stupid about 2 seconds ago. And here's this is what I'll say. I'll laugh, right? I'll go, psst, and they'll go, what's funny? What's funny is that you just said that.
So you've actually had these conversations?
Oh, bro, yes.
And
That's the
that's
point. That's
we
what
gotta
he's saying.
stop. Wow.
That's what he's saying.
And I didn't want to. I just chuckled, and they went, "What's so funny?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know, it's just funny that you think that you could, let's say, fuck up Mike Tyson. Why can't I fuck up Mike Tyson? Maybe in his fucking grave."
I'm like, you know what?
No, yeah, don't engage.
My answer would be, all right, go ahead.
No.
It's like I told you. The thing, it's like if anybody ever tells me they can fly, be my guy.
Show me.
Look, the only time I ever engage in conversations like that is if I want to get under people's skin. If I want to get under
I
people's
think
skin,
it bothers them more the other way. I really do.
okay.
I really do. Because they don't believe it. They have to convince somebody so they can start believing. So it's like, if you tell me, hey, I can fly. I'm saying, yeah, man, whatever. Like, for real, I can fly. I'm like, yeah, man, I believe. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I can fly. I'm all right, man. You can fly, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's how the conversation will go a lot of times, right? Because it's like they have to convince you when.
Yeah, but everybody has a different personality, bro. Like I said, me and ET, just like me, I know ET. He can't stand this stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you want to love people, if you want to fucking go out there, be lesbian, non-binary.
Yeah, no, he does.
He loves to argue.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
he would tell you he loves to argue. I'm the opposite. I'd rather piss you off. That's a little bit more fun.
I'd rather piss you off with my argument. Like I would sit there and try to make you look stupid. Like, okay, so you mean to tell me that even Mayweather, bro? Because there's a poll like that going on though. If Mayweather identified as a woman, would it be okay for Mayweather to compete in women's boxing Olympics? Yeah, I don't know why. You don't know why, really? Dude's 51-0. You don't know why?
No, it's crazy. Cause and here's where it always happens because are there out there women that can beat men in anything?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is there women out there that could beat Mike Tyson in a boxing
No, is
match?
there a men? We had this conversation with ET once because he this is where I think he went crazy the other way. He's like the only women's sports that's good is MMA, right?
Yeah.
And beach volleyball.
And no, but he said that because of the sexualization of it. No, he said the MMA because they're the only one that have any skill. Like no, who's the GOAT of MMA in her prime? Amanda Nunes.
Yeah.
The worst ranked men in the lowest division can beat Amanda Nunes.
I doubt that.
No, I know that. The
I doubt
lowest
that.
ranked men in the UFC can beat Amanda Nunes. They're just bigger, faster, stronger. And they have the same skill she does. So how are they not gonna beat her? They're gonna beat her.
I mean, somebody at her weight class, probably not. What is she, 125, 135?
That's what I'm saying. That's where we get into the debate. Like Amanda Nunes fighting Dominic Cruz is unfair. It's unfair. Like it would. That's where we can't get into those debates. It's like Amanda Nunes cannot beat any 135er in the world that's ranked. Can she beat me? Can she beat you? Can she beat Luis? Yes.
She beat the fuck out of me.
Now,
What?
Nope.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
She's not gonna beat any pro. And people, is that why the women's national team can those girls be a team of Luis's? Yeah. Now,
No.
Now, WNBA,
the reason they lost to FC Dallas is because those boys are really good for their age, and they're men. They're boys. They're gonna become men. Those 15-year-old boys
Two men.
are strong, are athletes. That's what they have. They just have a quicker twitch. But I'm saying there's no shame in that. And people who want to go against that can.
like, honestly, I've seen some WNBA videos, bro, like, on accident. And I just
had that part right.
I had to add that part. It's like I look at him
Nobody
and I'm like,
watches WNBA on X.
I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, like I look and they look like high school kids playing basketball.
But I'll tell you this. This is because it doesn't happen, and I don't necessarily want it to happen, but I think this is the only way that will work. If they really want to intertwine them, the only way it will work. Take a 6-year-old girl from 6 years old till she's 18, have her play with boys. The entire time. Have her go to college, play boys. Get into the pros against boys. Then it might work. Now, because she has an entire career rubbing elbows with that type of physicality, that type of speed, that type, everything you need for that
and that's
sport.
another thing, too. That's another sport, too. Like, imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine LeBron James he goes, you know what? I identify as a female now. And goes to the bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, double standards. If you can create the girl that can go play with men, I have no problem with that. Now, most of them can't. But again, I feel like the only way is if you start her from young, develop her, get her used to the speed. Because I really feel like men and women's sports, even though they're the same sport, there are completely different elements to it. And if you are able to develop that woman, more power to you. It should never go the other way. Never be vice versa. I'm sorry. I don't care what you identify as. I'm sorry. No man should ever play. It's dangerous. Especially in contact sports. I don't care if it's baseball. Imagine a man throwing a baseball at a woman and he misses.
Well, there's a reason why it's called softball and a baseball.
Yes, but I'm saying they still throw it really hard. So imagine a man doing that. So no contact sport a man should ever, because it's just dangerous at that point. It's very dangerous. And I'm not even going to get into the stupid ass Mike Tyson thing. Just, that person, honestly, whoever says that, if you're in any type of Congress, if you're like, whatever you have should be revoked. If you say any of that stupid shit.
Whatever you have isn't like any position?
Yeah. No, because it means you lack, like, I'm sorry, you should have some type of IQ, like, standard or common sense test that you can pass.
To understand that there's a difference and to
be making decisions. It's crazy to me. Like, but yeah, that's gonna be the end of that. All right. I really don't know what week we're in or what month.
Mike Tyson won a boxing match with a broken back, including spine. So I don't want to hear it, bro.
Spinal.
I broke my back. Is it a vertebrae? Spinal. Like what? But yeah, Mike Tyson is a different animal.
Mike Tyson was a G, man. I've always said I don't think he was that good. All right, see you next time.
I'm
Please
sorry,
like,
Mike.
subscribe.
It's not me.